This is the 14th community radio conference that I have produced for NFCB, and it will be my last. Help me out here. I am retiring from NFCB at the end of June, so this is the beginning of goodbye. I started working at NFCB after 16 years at Pacifica, most of them at KPFA. And when I left KPFA, I was exhausted and burned out. And when I started looking for another job, I was attracted to NFCB precisely because I was so completely not interested in NFCB. I wanted a job that would be a job, not a commitment, not a relationship, not anything I would want or need to think about outside of 9 to 5. I wanted something that I could do without caring about it. And I have to say, I failed miserably. Partly I failed because it is not in my nature to do work that I don't care about. And partly I failed because I started working with so many of you, and I became educated about the work that you were doing and who you are as people, and I got hooked. It has been a great privilege for me to work with you and to get to know you. I have learned so much, some of which I hope to forget as soon as possible. Like the performance compliment and the rules for underwriting. But I have watched you struggle with new technologies, micromanaging boards, changing demographics, increased financial pressures, difficult volunteers, sound exchange reporting, seemingly endless waits for decisions from the FCC and CPB, and in spite of the difficulties, so many of you find a way out of no way. Creative, persevering, some might say stubborn, smart, committed, risk-taking, this is the best of who you are. I wanted to read a list of people who have touched me in some way, whose work I admire, people that I feel some connection with. But I gave that up when I realized I would have to cancel all the workshops in order to get through the list. I do want to mention a few people whose intelligence, passion, and integrity have meant the world to me during these years. I expect that tomorrow I will kick myself because I will have left you off the list. And if I do that, forgive me, please. But these people, more than any others, have been my teachers. And I want to name them and honor them. Most of them are here today. And I only include a few who are not because they have been so important to me. Other than the first and last names on the list, they are in no particular order. For me, it always starts with Peggy Berryhill. And then, Gibbs Kinderman. This is hard.
Go A's!
Thank you, Gibbs. Florence Hernandez Ramos, Maggie Montgomery, Camille Lacapa, Ellen Rocco, Samuel Orozco, Candy Capel, Joseph Orozco, Hugo Morales, Sally Kane, Maurice DeJean, June Fox, Bruce Theriault, Dick Brooks, John Kriegler, Matt Martin, Barry Scott, Elizabeth Robinson, and last but most definitely not least, Maxie Jackson. I don't have to tell you that community radio faces some huge challenges. I don't want this. Oh, you did it. Thank you. Never mind. I don't have to tell you that community radio faces some huge challenges. I wrote a bit about that in my introduction to the program book. You've heard a lot about that this morning. I don't need to say more here. I believe that we know what we have to do to move forward. And it's all about how we define community and how we choose to serve that community. For the last 14 years, you have been my community. And it has been my honor and privilege to serve you. I hope this conference gives you the answers, the ideas, the connections, the recharging, the inspiration that you want and need. And I thank you.